Hey guys, it's Jennifer Don Gabiola, and I wanted to talk about a topic that was actually several people, when I was polling our Quiet Voice Big Impact community, I was just asking what sort of struggles people have around being visible with their business as a introverted entrepreneur. And a lot of people are struggling with this whole idea of this imposter syndrome. So that's what I titled it, How to Deal with the Imposter Syndrome. So I wanted to answer it in this way just so I could reach more people because I'm sure it is a common thing, especially if you're just starting out. So first, I wanted to talk about what is the imposter syndrome. So this is like when you feel like you're a fraud, when you feel like you're not qualified, especially if you're doing something new. Even if you're passionate about it, if you feel like you don't have enough experience to be helping people or serving people, especially charging people, clients, that sometimes you feel like you're a fraud or fake, or like, who am I to serve in this way, you know? So, yeah, so I wanted to talk about this topic because it seems like a lot of people were really struggling with this. So the first thing I wanted to say was, if you're new to your business, this is probably common because sometimes our ego wants us to think, oh, well, who am I? Who am I to be doing this? Like, who's going to believe me? You know, if I don't have enough experience, or this is, or even if you've been doing it a long time and you haven't had a lot of traction, like what qualifies you, right? So the first point I wanted to share was to give yourself permission to validate yourself based on your experience, your journey, your life experience, your professional experience. That's like really key. You have to really validate yourself first and foremost. You have to recognize your value first before anyone else can see that in you, like 100%. That's why I always talk about doing, like, really focusing on your mindset, because that's really important, because life is going to reflect to you how you see yourself. Your relationship with yourself is going to determine every interaction, engagement in life, especially like with clients. So give yourself permission to validate yourself based on your experience and your expertise. Like, if you have, for example, if you maybe you're like a social media manager, but you're just doing it on your own for the first time, but you maybe did it at your corporate job for years, and you had experience doing that, and got results like for your company's clients, right? The company you work for. Like, really take that into account, that your personal experience, your expertise, what you're good at, all your work experience from years ago, from college, from school, to your past careers, all of that's, like, there's weight to that. So I encourage you to just remember that is valuable. It's very valuable. And think about, like, the results that you've provided for your past clients, even if it was for another company, but really think about, like, the results that you've provided already for your people you've worked with in the past. And if you don't have clients, you're just starting out, and you're passionate about what you do, like, how has what you do impacted your business and your life, right? So basically what I'm saying for this first point is, even if you're new, it's really important that you place a lot of weight in your life experience, professional experience, and the results that you've gotten for other people and for yourself, because that will help you feel less like a fraud or imposter, because that's really our ego just trying to sabotage us, right? Another point I wanted to talk about, that was mentioned in the group, is not having to know everything to be an expert. That's actually a form of self-sabotage too. So sometimes we think, oh, in order to serve people and especially charge a lot, I have to know everything or else I'll be in over my head and I won't know what to do. And I've been doing this for 9 years, and what I've learned is that it's important for you to know your craft, know what you're doing, and feel like, you have a good handle on what you're doing. And again, you've gotten results for yourself or other people. But know that you're not meant to know everything. That's impossible. It's really impossible. So I find that people really just want to be supported by someone that can get them the results they want. So as long as you have pure intention to serve and are diligently and consistently offering value and helping your clients, like, your clients don't expect you to be perfect. And if they do, I think people who have unreasonable standards, that's not really your ideal clients anyway. But it's really important that you know that focusing on the value of what you do is more important than worrying about, do I know everything? Because, I mean, you're human. So if let's say you're in a situation where you don't know how to handle something, let's say you're a business coach, let's say, but you're helping people with their mindset, because mindset is tied to, like, your success. Maybe you get in a situation where the person is dealing with some mindset issues that are beyond your scope, right? You can only speak from your personal experience. Then you can say, like, I would love to continue to support you and go deeper with this, but it feels like it's a little beyond, like, my capacity. However, I do have a colleague that I can refer you to help you move through this block, because I feel like they can really help you move through that. And, you're not meant to, like, be the answer to everything. It's really about, like, really honing in on what you're an expert at. And then if you don't know the answer, you can say, I don't know. There's nothing wrong with saying, I don't know, and saying, I'll get back with you. Like, if there's a technical question, let's say you're a web developer, and you're like, okay, they ask you a question, your client asks a question. Actually, I don't know at the moment, but however, I'll do a little research, or I'll ask, again, my other colleagues about that. Like, just be human. Like, people aren't expecting, again, perfection. They just want you to show up for them and help them, achieve a certain result, right? And, someone mentioned, like, having that good girl mentality, like, they always be the best student, the best professional, so I can do the best. But I think that's another form of our ego trying to sabotage us, because it's not about trying to perform. It's really about being present and hearing what your clients' concerns are, struggles are, and then using your expertise to leverage and co-create together to find a solution, right? So the less that we focus on, I want to be the best, student, I want to be the best. It's more like, how can I just best help in the spirit of excellence, right? And so then you give yourself some grace around your process, and it's really important you stay present to, like, helping your clients and your community, like, really listen to them. That's why I've been asking questions from our Quiet Voice Big Impact community, our Facebook group, because I genuinely want to know, like, what you're struggling with around visibility, because I know as a, introvert, putting yourself out there consistently can feel like a drain. That's why I shared that last video. So this imposter syndrome is a common fear. So I just wanted to, like, share a little bit of my experience around that, because it's totally normal. But the imposter is more of, like, a projection of our fears, rather than, like, what we need to focus our energy on is, like, putting weight on our value and putting weight on our past experience. And then, even though something is new and we're doing something new in our business, that doesn't disqualify our credentials. It just means that you're applying your past experience to what you're doing now. And people, like, your ideal people will get it, So I also wanted to share, like, just be authentic and be real. about like, what you're offering, and just, again, it's just when you communicate with a sense of humility and intention and clarity in the spirit of service, people can feel. Energy doesn't lie, so people can feel like if you're legit. So you don't have to keep worrying, am I legit? It's just like, yes, you are. Okay, you have that passion in your heart, and you just have to like start building and move forward one small step at a time, one small deliberate step at a time, through this turtle way that I always talk about. Let me see if there's anything else I want to cover on that. Let me know, for those of you watching, let me know if this resonates with you, if you want me to dive a little bit deeper on this topic. It seemed like a really common one that people think because they're doing something new, or they feel like maybe I have to be super exceptional, super prepared in order to be an expert. But you're the only person that can qualify yourself as an expert. And the more that you can really validate that and put weight on it and actually show up from that place, that's when you will, show up in a way that feels really true and connected and resonant with you. And then you're going to energetically attract the right people to you. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions or comments, share it in the comments below. And we'd love to know your biggest takeaways from this, because I know that growing your business as an entrepreneur, especially introverted, this has its own challenges, but it's okay. You're naturally equipped to be able to handle these challenges. So, and if you'd like to go deeper to really help you let go of these fears like the imposter syndrome and really kind of get out of your own way, it takes time, it takes practice, but I've been doing this for 9 years, and I just want you to know it's totally possible. So you can grow your business, you can make money, you can scale your business, you can be successful on your own terms as an introvert. So if you'd like help to really navigate that, get more clarity on how you can do that in a sustainable way, just reach out. You can email me at info@dawningsoul.com, or you can send me a private message. So I hope this has been helpful, and I'm going to keep polling our community, our Quiet Voice Big Impact community, and seeing like how else I can be of service and answering your questions. This is also helpful for me to, be of service in this way, because I want to know like what your biggest struggles are right now. And then, like I said, I've been doing this for 9 years, so everything that people are bringing to my attention, that I've been through it all. So yeah, let me know what your biggest takeaways are. And then again, if you'd like to connect, you can email me at info@dawningsoul.com and for a complimentary discovery call, and then or send me a private message. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you have a good weekend, and I will talk with you again next week. Bye.